Hey, greetings everyone. How are you doing? My name is Matthew. I like to joke around and say my nickname is M99 because Matthew 9 verses 9 is when Jesus came up to Matthew and said, "Follow me." And Matthew got up and followed Jesus. And that's just so much like what happened in my life about almost a year and a half ago. Jesus came to me, and I remember to this day when I knew that Jesus was real. I started like hopping up and down in my apartment, like going crazy, running around, like I'm like, he's real, Jesus is really real. I lost my mind, and at first it was like the most beautiful 8 months, and then I went through a real serious season of testing, like serious, like really bad serious season of testing. But I fought through it. I'm fighting through it. I believe Jesus is he's been showing me a learning process through it. And I'm just here to say I just felt the presence of Jesus so much, and I'm in such a good mood. I mean, I know it's bittersweet. I'm going to say bittersweet what's coming. On one hand, we have so many lost human beings on this earth that don't realize that they're in for the 7-year tribulation. I mean, I some nights I would stay awake at night, and I'd pace to and fro in my apartment, and my people below me would be like, "Why are you always pacing in the middle of the night?" It's because I was worried about. I'm like, "There's so many lost. There's so many lost. There's so many lost. How are we going to get them? What's good? They don't know what's they don't realize what's coming." Like, but on the other hand, it's like we're going to be with Jesus. 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 We're going to stand face to face with Jesus. I don't know. I think I might have a heart attack, and if not, I would fall to my knees. Then I would drop to my face and crawl over to him, and just grab him by the feet and kiss his feet and start crying and saying how much I love you, and you are my everything. And I'm fighting down here, and I got my problems, but man, I'd take a bullet for you. That's what I would say to him. And I think it's time that we write letters for the ones who are left behind as to what happened, that we were taken up in the rapture. Maybe go buy some extra food and leave it at your house. There's going to be a horrible famine. We might see some things too. I think we're gonna see a little bit of the trib. I think we're gonna see some major things, and then he's gonna pull us out just like that one day. Just boom, gone. I've never felt this much conviction about the rapture in my life. Jesus, his presence was so close to me. Yeshua, I love you so much, and I will try to. Give me the power to get more people to you. And I hope many people can get saved through this video, because he's real. It's easy to be saved. Admit that Jesus is Lord and Savior. And once you do that, and you ask Jesus, please start a work in me, and Jesus will start a work with you. Jesus promises you once he starts a work in you, he's going to finish it. You're saved. He's not, unless you totally push Jesus away and you do not want him in your life, and even though Jesus is coming to you, you're like, get away. No, Jesus, once he starts a work in you, because there's an argument, once saved, always saved. And this is the truth about once saved, always saved. If Jesus starts a work in you, he will finish it. But if you deliberately say, Jesus, I know you're starting a good work in me, and I don't want it. I don't want to be a part of what you're doing, Jesus. I openly reject you. Then then it's not once always saved, because you can walk away from Jesus, which would be the biggest mistake of you would regret it so fast when you see the tribulation come in. But once Jesus starts to work in you and you go along with that work, and you might get beat up and people might leave in your life and you might get tested and you go through seasons of testing and seasons of happiness, just stand for the ride. Jesus will always have your back. He will always have your back. He like, every time something bad happens to me, something good immediately happens. As soon as one door always closes, another one opens. Jesus, he's always there. It's a testament in my life. I could tell you time and I could sit here for 3 hours and tell you examples of just when I thought, oh crap, I'm in a situation. No, Jesus was there. I mean, and I feel like I've only been saved a year and a half, but Jesus, before Jesus came to me and let himself be known to me, he had my back the whole time. Like, he's such a good God, guys. Just admit that he's the Lord and Savior and he's the only way to the Father. Tell him you want a good work starting you today, because you don't want to be left behind. The tribulation is soon. The rapture is soon. The catching away is soon. The event is going to happen. The Antichrist is on the scene. I already did a video on that, and I'm pretty darn sure that's who it is. So I'm telling you, get on your knees today and get saved. It'll be the best thing you ever did for you and your family. I love you guys. M99 out.